Today's the rundown, August 26th. First of all, the Big Cat asked, are we going to address the shootings in Virginia? I mean, it's one of those subjects. There's never a right way to address it, especially for a blog like us. Even I, who never have an ounce of discretion. KFC, you tweeted when it was going on and is serious. Like, that's it. Shut down Twitter. Get rid of Twitter. I wrote back, let's not be rash. It's not Twitter's fault. Like, to be calling for Twitter to go out of business over this. Well, but I knew it wouldn't be taken.
Because it's your stock.
That's what I mean.
A principal owner now. That's the only problem.
That's exactly what I mean. But I realized that probably in that moment would have been good taste. I will say, though, like, it's not social media's fault this fucking happened. I mean, it's gross that this guy can publish it, but social media took a pretty big hit. I mean, they have nothing to do with some psycho being an absolute maniac. So this has nothing to do with social media, really.
No, but at the same time, when the cops, the NYPD cops were killed earlier this year, the guy went all over his Instagram and posted about it. So these people want attention, and they get it through social media, and it just gives them another way to, like, celebrate what they're about to do.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. The only thing is, you don't know.
It's not social media's fault, but it just sucks.
No, right. I'm just saying you don't know how much of this went on before social media because of the very reason they didn't have that vehicle to basically gloat and celebrate. I will say I saw a lot of people, which was weird to me, being like, you know, the killer put that video of him walking up, but don't look at it. To me, that was kind of like, there's a car accident over here, but by the way, don't look at it.
YouTube did a good job of pulling it pretty quickly.
Yeah, I mean, it's fast as you can. The times we live in, it's disgusting. But I don't know. I didn't correlate necessarily anything to do with social media, which was the one kind of takeaway. And Nate, to Nate's defense, I talked to Nate because I don't think he knew really it's right in his backyard. He didn't know what to do with it, what to put, what not. I talked to him. He sounded like as depressed as I've ever heard him sound. I don't think he knew what to do. So it's just a tough, horrible situation, especially for us who on how to handle it because it is news, but it's not really what we cover, so it just sad, gross, disgusting story, obviously. I don't know how you transition from that into Russell Wilson saying he got a concussion and it was healed with recovery water, but that is our first subject on the rundown. And what do you got on our boy here? He's your boy. He's a Wisconsin guy. You have a lot of like weirdo.
I was about to get. I'm going to address that.
You have some weirdos.
I'm going to address that. First, Russell Wilson's a full-blown crazy person. I don't think we should address him as anything except that going forward. He's talking to Jesus 1 second. God's telling him that he, like, made him throw that interception just to test him. Now he's curing concussions with, like, a little vitamin water. He is a straight-up crazy person. For the University of Wisconsin alums out there, as everyone knows I am one, it has been tough. I'm trying to hold this whole thing together at this point. Dave, the difference between me and you, Dave, is you just stomp around talking about Michigan, talking about how, you know, your pride and your, you know, the alumni of Michigan. You have it easy, okay? Because you have, like, Tom Brady and all these other guys who basically go out and do great things. I got a bunch of fucking wackadoos that I now have to, like, stand in front of and be like, hey, not all of us are that crazy. So it's not easy. You get Chris Borland quitting, Russell Wilson being a fucking psycho, and J.J. Watt being the biggest hardo in the world. So I'm just trying to keep it all together. Our boy Sam Decker, he's on board. He and I are going to try to bring back some honor and prestige to the university. It's not going to be easy, though.
Yeah, it is odd, that group that they had there. I mean, some real strange birds in that locker room. Almost like everyone probably puffing their chest out who's like more righteous and important than the other guy.
It's crazy.
Yeah. KFC?
I don't doubt that Russell Wilson's a crazy person. His whole God shtick is absurd and ridiculous. But I can't knock the hustle. He's just trying to sell some of this recovery water. He's just doing that for this green.
No, see, I think that's where it's different because I saw a couple people say that, like, oh, he's just trying to sell his recovery water. I think Russell Wilson really does think it solved his concussion.
I wouldn't be surprised by that, but
Yeah.
at the same time, I do think he's saying this to make a little bit of Skrilla.
It's not like a wink-wink thing.
You're
you know
such
what I mean?
a
You could tell. you could do it in a funny way. Be like, wink, wink, solve my concussion. Russell Wilson legit like woke up, took a sip, and was like, God and this recovery water cured my brain.
That's why he's like the perfect salesman, though. It's coming across so genuine. He's like, no, this actually will cure your concussions. It will fix your knees. Drink the recovery water. He's about to get paid off this shit. He's playing everybody.
Did you call money? What'd you call?
Skrilla.
You think you're like this?
You're not
gangster rapper. You're not KFC. You're like this.
I thought you went to see
Straight Outta Compton
this week.
I didn't have bubblegum rap with a kid from fucking American Idol that looked like a girl. Don't use Skrilla. Leave that for the fucking street, bro. Arm wrestling. I'm surprised people.
How do you not use that to transition to the Dr. Dre topic, which we know is on the list?
That was poor transitions.
God.
You know what it is? His best friend's not there producing, so
number
he's a little
two.
off.
I hope we have early my rant about Hank because I was really mad. Were we taping at him when I was doing that?
Yeah.
Good. Include that. I want him to see that, and I hope he fucking cries. Hank's gone on this fucking thing. Nobody. It's like I want to punch Hank in the nose. How about that?
He didn't come. Poor intern Adam just G-chatted me and was like, "What do you want? What time you want to do the rundown?"
No. The people in his office have like no idea like what like actually. Hank just came. He just came up. Hank already had when you asked me like what the subjects were. It's like, well, I sent them to Hank like half an hour. Hank just walked up. He's like, I'm not doing the rundown. Adam is. Naive of me to be like, okay, Hank, talk to Adam and be like, here's the subjects. Like the TV thing that I look at, you guys, that doesn't work. He can't make that work. There's no subject. It's just like there's no concept of maybe I'll be proactive and like do something. I told Hank, I go, I'm an inch away from just saying you're not going on this trip. Like, because you're a fucking moron. Like, one time act like a fucking grown-up. I want to fucking kill that kid. I don't understand how he thinks his job, which has been his job for 3 years, he can just be, like, out and not even think to make sure, like, the process of him leaving is remotely smooth. And I hope he's fucking nervous, and I hope he tries to figure out a way to do 2 jobs at once, because it's time for him to grow up.
This is you basically are just lashing out. You know, like it's like your high school girlfriend when you know you have to break up and you go to college and both going to college different places. You're like get angry about random shit and lash out.
You know what it is? They both just got to high school, and Hank is now with the popular crew, and he's going to go to the parties and have fun. And Dave's sitting at home, like looking at his. Where's Hank? My best friend's leaving me. What the fuck?
The beauty of it is, we all know the way Dave works. He's going to be on that bus with Hank like by week. He's going to see all the fun they're having, and he's going to be like, "Oh, I'm just going to randomly go to LSU, Alabama, and Ole Miss for the next 3 weeks because Hank. Oh, we just got to do it for the site."
There is literally nothing that could be more. I will be on that bus because I got to watch them because I got to babysit these guys. Caleb's a motherfucker. He thinks we're using Monopoly money here. I wanted to send fucking a guy to go watch him. He went to RV World. He'd buy the whole fucking store. He said he doesn't even get it. He's like, he asked Caleb, our Daddy Dixie, he asked for like 200 t-shirts of Barstool Dixie. I'm like, yeah, for who? Who you giving to him? He's like, just my buddies and stuff. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? So yeah, I gotta go down there. We gotta go down there and babysit. You're going to the Wisconsin game. I heard they asked you, KFC, but the roommate won't let you go. That, by the way, LaDuca was burying you at Saratoga. How you're not allowed to fucking leave. You guys are chained and you can't go to the Mets game. And he'll offer you like World Series tickets. You won't be able to go because you don't have permission. So I know you can't go, but yeah, I gotta go and make sure our investment's doing. Not because I like Hank drives me fucking nuts. If you guys are here and saw how frustrated that kid makes me, you know. I shipped them out so I don't have to deal with this crap anymore.
This is, you know what? This is the point in the plane breakup right before they start making out drunkenly. You and Hank, like, I hate you, Hank. I hate you.
This arm wrestling thing on ESPN. They're showing the same episode. This is like the 10th straight week that the same episode's been on. I keep watching it. They had this karate thing on too, like 3 weeks ago, which was amazing. But this particular match, and we use euphemisms and exaggerate a lot. I've never seen anyone get like dominated quite like this guy who lost.
Look at that! Almost arrogant
The other guy just, staring, mocking, playing up mid-match. The other guy, the Bama Bull, I think that's what they called him. He wears the Bear Bryant hat. Just absolutely dominated. I had to blog it. What do you got, KFC?
If you're going to step up with that nickname, wearing a fedora, wearing that hat, you have to win. Not only you have to win, you can't get completely emasculated and embarrassed like that. Retire from the game, dude, or take the hat off. Change the nickname, whatever. You got to change your persona after that.
Big Cat?
As someone who currently holds a title belt in arm wrestling, women's arm wrestling,
And it's on, ladies and gentlemen, they're tipping the board, they're getting in there, He's officially the women's champion.
I will say that's just how it goes. When you get on the mat, when you show up, if you can beat a guy like this or a woman, if you can beat a woman like this, you go and do it. So if you get beat like this, you should quit. If you can't tangle with a woman or a man or whatever, you should never arm wrestle again. Thankfully, I'm undefeated, so I don't even know what losing in arm wrestling looks like.
Another thing that bothers me about Hank is this microphone stand has like.
What is deflection? Oh my god!
Yo, you are flat out embarrassed.
I just spilled my Caesar salad all over the fucking place. But honestly, what is it? This has been like, why can't I get a microphone stand that fucking works? Honestly. Why do I have to be the one that fixes it?
Kevin and I are on like a hot run against you, and you just called the timeout and like walked out of the arena.
Like, why can't I get something that fucking works? Joe Philbin, Dr. Dre, doesn't know who Dr. Dre is. Not remotely surprising. He's the Philbin. By the way, there's Caesar salad all over the ground, dressing on my foot right now. I can't catch a goddamn break in this place. As someone who just saw Straight Outta Compton, I'm gonna make an admission. I didn't know.
You saw it twice.
I didn't know who DJ Ren was till I saw that, and I didn't know who DJ Yella is. I knew who the other three guys were. So I don't know how you don't know who Dre is, though. The Chronic. Come on, one time for me. Big Cat.
Philbin is one of the whitest people I've ever seen. He's like English royalty white, where they're just so white that it like hurts. You look at him and you're like, that is so fucking white. So to not know who Dr. Dre is, he's basically just shut off music for the last 20 years or however long it's been.
There was a story too, Jack Del Rio, when he's like, I'm gonna turn the atmosphere around in the Raiders locker room. He's like, we're gonna start playing like REO Speedwagon and stuff. He named like all these super like 70s classic rock bands, and his players had to be the same. Like, what is this guy doing? KFC?
This doesn't surprise me at all, just because like my dad doesn't know who fucking Dr. Dre is. I don't plan on knowing who like the hot rapper is in 20 years. So, I don't know. This didn't shock me at all. I'm not even going to knock the guy for it.
This was a story, I guess, on your blog, KFC. The Astros, Gomez, was it? Chris Gomez? Carlos Gomez, what's that guy's name? Carlos Gomez with a bat flip on a fly ball. The Yankees took exception to it. I guess the reaction has been half and half. Some people defending the Yankees getting mad. The most preposterous quote was clearly what you pointed out in Joe Girardi seemingly bragging that he never showed emotion ever while playing a sport. That is, if everyone did that, nobody would watch sports. KFC?
Not only that, he took it a step further and was like, when I played ball, if I made an out, I put my head down and ran back to the dugout. Like, we're going to sit here and talk about the right way to make outs now? We're talking about an out. It wasn't a home run. It wasn't a big hit. He wasn't showing up the pitcher. He was mad at himself for fucking flying out. He was showing anger at himself. And a lot of Yankee fans are trying to tell me it started earlier in the game where he slid into second and tried to take out Brendan Ryan. If you watch that clip too, he like overslides the bag. No intention, nothing dirty about it. It's just the Yankees led by Captain McCann and his fucking unholy, holier-than-thou unwritten rules where they play the game the right way. Get the fuck out of here. I loved Carlos Gomez's response too. He was like, if you don't know how to compete, go home and cry about it. Loved it.
Big Cat?
The unwritten rule hardos in baseball are the worst. I agree with that. They are the worst. And this, I really don't. I mean, the Yankees had an overreaction to the 10th degree. But I will say, it is annoying when you're playing against someone and you're getting your ass kicked, and they're like doing the fake. I'm pissed that I got like 1 out. It was 9-0. I'd be pissed. I wouldn't have flipped out about it, but I'd be like, "Fuck this guy. He's like being a douchebag."
Yeah. Okay. Last one. Kylie Jenner. Have we talked about this yet? I don't know. I feel like this is what other blogs would do. Everyone talks about the Kardashians. It's a very basic topic. I've been biting my tongue. Kylie Jenner is the hottest of the Jenners, like by a fucking long shot now. And I know everyone's on the skinny one, Kendall, but she looks like a prepubescent teen. Kylie Jenner, I don't know if she's fake. I don't know if she's real. I don't know what's going on, but she's insane looking. Is this like everybody agree with this, or is this? Do we not? Is there any dissension among the troops with this?
Isn't she like 16 though?
No.
Oh, she turned 18.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
I get what you're saying about Kendall kind of being like skinny and
Bat bag.
but
Stick her in a bat bag.
she's still prettier than Kylie. Like she's
in like a runway model type of way.
Yeah. But I'll give it to Kylie though, because I mean this is before she got like $1 million fucking worth of plastic surgery. I'm sure. I thought Kylie was gonna just like fall off the radar once Kendall got really hot, and she's made a name for herself too because she's got the Kardashian ass and she's got like the body to boot. So I'll give her that she's able to battle back and make a name for herself.
There's two things I want to say about this. The one is that this is all good for everyone else because this becomes a Kardashian arm race. So like Kim's gonna fucking be in the gym all the time. She's gonna do crazy shit. She might even release another porn. Honestly,
she was Kylie was offered $10 million for porn.
Yeah, but Kim might release another porn if her sisters are starting to take the spotlight away from her. Like that's Kim's an at all costs person.
Oh,
so she'll go to any end to keep the spotlight on her.
She'd fuck like their husbands. There's a rumor that Kendall was fucking Lord Distick.
Yeah, right, exactly. So now the second thing, this is going to make everyone kind of a little squeamish, maybe puke. But in terms of like actual sex, it's still the mom who would be the best in bed.
Oh God.
That did not. That actually didn't make me squeam at all. I'm not squeamish. I'm not silent because I'm like, oh, that's gross, or I'm thinking about it.
Imagine you're like you fucked her like, and you and Caitlyn Jenner are like Eskimo brother and sister. You both run up in that same. Oh,
she has the most to prove. So
right.
You always want to bet on a hungry fighter, and
right.
there's.
I bet you Chloe puts in a fucking.
Oh yeah, no, Chloe punches the clock,
and she's looking pretty good these days, but she still has the mentality of like I'm the fat ugly one.
Yep.
So that's
a good point.
Chloe
Fair
puts
point.
on her hard hat and goes to work.
But I also think there's an element of what you said with Kylie that everyone's like, oh, this girl's going to be gross. And she has this sister that for most of the life was much better looking, become more famous. So a lot of them, the only two right now who kind of don't have anything to prove is Kendall and Kim. I don't know about the Prego Lord Disick one. I'm not really.
She fucks like a stiff board. She's got no personality. She never did have personality. She's just there.
Okay. So then I think you have a 3. I don't know who puts in the most effort. The mom, the Chloe, or the younger. That's a good. I think they all have a chip on their shoulder, and that's what you actually want.
But and then you have Kim, who like you could basically make Kim have the biggest chip by just saying like one thing, like, "Oh, your mom fucked me so good, better than anyone." I
agree with that. I actually agree with that. So that's the rundown.
What a discussion.
No, but that was informative. You can laugh. That was fucking informative. That was a very well thought out, well discussed topic. Like that wasn't just for page views or anything. That was like a real conversation with a lot of truth. I have literally Caesar salad dressing just all over the ground.
You bailed on the sushi? You all sushi'd out?
No, I did 2 days of sushi. Ryan Whitney told me to go to some sushi place that like I want to try. It's not open during the day. I didn't have time to go out today during the lunch hour, so I'm still on sushi. I was wrong about sushi. It makes me feel light on my feet. Like if I want to exercise, I could exercise.
Are you eating real sushi, or are you doing like basic bitch? Like
No, I'm the real fucking deal. I can eat the shit raw with nothing else on it.
See, my problem with when I ever eat sushi is I get like the crab rangoon, the pot stickers, the egg rolls. So I'm just eating Chinese.
But that's not even like a real sushi place.
Yeah, but that's like I'll do all the appetizers, and then I'm just eating Chinese food. I trick myself. I'm like, oh, I'll stay light on my feet. I'll eat sushi. Yeah. And then at the end of the day, I'm just getting like, oh, and then I'll get fried rice, and then now I'm just eating Chinese food.
I just get tons of Philadelphia rolls, and I'm basically just eating like a brick of cream cheese.
Yeah,
that's going on there.
That's the other thing. I don't know what... I'm so new to the sushi game. Like, I don't know what any of it means. So, unless I can see it, I don't know what I'm ordering. So, that's been tough for me. Like, I need help when I order if I'm not there.
You need like the Wendy's, or not the Wendy's, like the diner menu, like the Cheesecake Factory, where they print out all the food on the menu.
Yeah.
Point to it. I want that one.
I've been going like spicy tuna, spicy salmon rolls. I like to mix in a rainbow roll. I know what that is, and that's about all I understand.
How's your chopstick game, Page Views? You good?
Not strong with the chopsticks.
That's why I asked, because I could just see you being a nightmare with those things.
Not good with the chopsticks. Plus, I have a thing where like wood like gives me the willies. Like I can't touch it, so I need a certain type of chopstick. Like
what?
Yeah, this isn't uncommon. You're gonna act like it's uncommon. It's not. It's like the wooden spoon feel of when they give you an Italian ice, like that wood. It freaks me the fuck out. I can't touch that type of wood. I think it's because when you're a doctor, you stick your tongue out. They put it. I gag and threw up one time, and it's like scarred me.
That's not common.
No, it is. Everyone has something. Like some people have like cotton balls. That wood. Trust me, I've met other people like, oh, I know exactly what you mean.
Dan, I gotta back him up on this one. I think it's a thing.
You can't touch wood?
Not that type.
Like it almost the same way that like nails on a chalkboard. Would, like,
yeah, that's what it does. It's like it just gives me the worst fucking.
Yeah, you're a mental midget.
I'm not a mental midget. I'm one of the mentally toughest people you'll ever see in your fucking life.
Until someone hands you a wooden spoon, and then it's like...
I don't use that wooden spoon. I just avoid it.
Someone hands you a wooden spoon, or someone takes your 21-year-old best friend away from you.
I didn't take the 21-year-old best friend. Hank.
Then you crumble. Then you fucking crumble into a little pool.
I didn't fumble. I didn't crumble. We made this whole fucking rundown. I had to produce it myself. I'm now the star and the producer.
You were a little all over the place. You can't catch a break.
That's because I'm working. I'm trying to do shit over here, and then it's like it's chaos in the fucking streets. So that's the rundown. Is there anything else? There was maybe one other thing I wanted to talk about, but I don't remember what it was. We don't have anything written down, and I can't remember it, but it was sort of worth talking about.
Frazzled, mentally frail.
But this white shirt, by the way, it's awesome.
That is an awesome. You know what that is? It's a Bang Bang Chicken and Shrimp shirt.
What does that mean?
You don't watch Hard Knocks.
No, I haven't.
Sorry, I didn't see it either.
Bang Bang Chicken and Shrimp.
Well, buy it and whatever.